Hey everyone, welcome back to Let's Play Chrono Trigger. When we left off, we had gone through the rest of the Black Omen, where we beat up Zeal and the Mammon Machine, and then Zeal again, and now find ourselves before the great and powerful Lavos. Now, one thing you might have noticed at the end of the last video was whenever we got up against Lavos, it talked about him shifting to attack mode. And then it popped up with a picture of the dragon tank. That in essence is going to be the strategy throughout this series of battles. He will take the form of a boss that we've already fought off before, none of the side quest bosses, just the main folks. And then we get to fight them off. The cycle will repeat until we get to Lavos himself. Now what I'm going to do in these early battles is I haven't really gotten the opportunity to show off any of those rock attacks yet. So I'm going to use the early battles, which will be cake, to show off some of these attacks for your viewing pleasure. And I'm going to start with equipping the blue rock. So let me go ahead and move the party around a little bit so that I can add Lucia. I'll toss Lucia, Robo, and Magus in, and wow, it actually lined up perfectly. Okay, so go ahead and get them in, and then equip one of them. I'm going to equip probably Robo with the blue rock here. Alright, there you go. And just in case you want to check, go into the triple check. You notice Omega Flare pops up, so you've got it at your command. So go ahead and roll up to him. Let's see what we can do. Alright. So, let's see Omega Flare, shall we? Oh, wow, that's nice and shiny. Ouch. Okay, job done, I guess. Oh, we learned a double tech, dual V-bomb, or double V-bomb. Guess we can show that off on this one. Alrighty. So now let's go ahead and show off double V-bomb on this one, and then I'll shift parties for another of the triple tacks. Now, you notice this one is going to be the Guardian and the 2 bits that we saw pop up in the dome in 2300 AD. Alright, so double V-bomb is just going to hit one enemy apparently. Okay. Huh. Ow. Oh, wow. Hit one enemy pretty darn hard, too. Okay, well, let's go ahead and take out the rest of them as we will. And this couple of hits here should pretty much do it, I think. Well, maybe not that one, but get Robo in there. Alright, there we go. Alright, changes attack mode again to... Ooh, Hecarim. Boy, it's been a while since we've seen him. Okay, so let's shift the party again. And this time, I'm going to bring in Marley and Frog into the mix so that we can use the gold rock. Now, one thing I noticed, whoops, my bad. One thing I noticed when I've tried to do this before is, and I don't know why, but if you look down the list of stuff, nobody else in the party can equip the gold rock except for Frog. Maybe it's because he's the one who catches that rock in Mount Denadoro. For whatever reason, he's the only one who can put it on. So go ahead and put it on him and double check the triple tacks. Yes, Grand Dream is in there. Okay. So let's go ahead and see. Now, I'm curious to see, and I'll go ahead and show the attack. Curious to see whether it's actually going to do anything because it is a physical attack, but I'll at least show it off so that you can see it. Oh, wow, okay, Marley turns colors and the sword's really big. Hey, what's up, Massa and Mune? And it doesn't do much of anything, okay. Well, at least you saw it anyway. Now, I guess we'll go ahead and apply the magical attacks to see if we can drive off Hecarim and move on from here. I'm curious, I think laser spin's considered a magical attack, but we'll see. Yeah, close enough. Okay, I think Lavos Hecarim went into counterattack mode with that one. Yeah, that's what I figured. Not that that's really going to hurt us very much. Okay, hardly at all. But you do notice the attacks are getting a little bit more, or the enemies are getting a little bit more difficult as we're going along, although not too terribly. I mean, it's nothing really to write home about. We just need to get ourselves into magic mode, and then we should be pretty close to being done now, I think. Let's see if I can toss out a double tech here. Okay. Yeah, Ice Water should do it, actually. Yeah, throw a big giant ice cube at Lavos Hecarim. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Oh, we learned double cure. Okay. Oh, we just keep learning these techs here. Alright. Now we have the bridge skeleton Zombor, I think it was. Alright, let's see. Next up on the tech train, I'm going to switch the party again and bring in Ayla in place of Marley so that we can go ahead and use the Silver Rock. So let's slot her in here. And I'm going to put the the hero medal back on Frog. Dang, Skippy. And let's see, Ayla, Robo. Yes, okay, yeah, Ayla, Robo, and Frog. So I'm going to put the Silver Rock on Robo. There we are. All right. Of course, double check. And we have, let's see. Well, it may not have shown it up. I have to double check here. Okay, Robo, Silver Rock. Let's see. Spin Strike, okay. Okay, yeah, it's there. All right. Now, of course, with Hecarim, or excuse me, not Hecarim, with Zombor, you gotta remember you have to take out both parts to really be able to do anything. So let's show off Spin Strike to take out the head, I guess. Ouch, I think that'll do it. And it steals... Oh man, Ayla had the most HP, or most magic too. Oh well, that's nothing that a well-timed full ether can't fix. Okay, and now all we've got to do is just take out the other body part, which shouldn't be terribly difficult, especially with the, decent party that we've got organized. Yep. All right, so what's next, big boy? Oh, okay, now we've got Masa, I believe the combined Masamune to fight off. Now I'm going to shift over to the White Rock, so let me bring Lucia in place of Robo. And I think I need to bring Marley in place of Frog. Yes, okay, yeah, bring Marley in place of Frog. Okay. And then let me get... Let's see. Okay, I'm going to put the White Rock, which is what we're going to be doing now. I'll put the White Rock on Marley and make sure that we've got that tech ready to go. Yes, Poyozo Dance. Damage with Chaos. Okay, this should be fun. Okay, and I get climbed on to start with. Alright, so Poyozo Dance. Let's see what this has in store here. Oh, okay. Oh, wow, it's a big old light show. And a decently powerful light show, too, so not bad. Now, the only other rock tech that I have yet to do is actually the rock tech for the Black Rock. And the main reason I haven't done that one yet is because it requires mages to have dark matter in order to do it. Now, what I was planning on doing was using these first few battles to basically get mages the tech points needed to get it. Unfortunately, the Lavos battle doesn't give tech points, so I couldn't really use it that way. Okay, now we're fighting against Nizbel. So now that I've gotten most of the techs out of the way, I'm going to put Chrono into the party. And I'm going to leave Lucia and Marley in here for now, so that we can show off Antipode 3, which we just picked up. Now, of course, Chrono, the whole deal with this battle is you got to use lightning first to soften the boy up so that you can actually hit him with physical attacks or whatever you decide to throw at him. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Okay, now let's see. Antipode 3. Okay. Let's see what this one has in store here. Okay, freeze and then blow up the screen. And hurt him a pretty good bit, actually. Nice. And then, of course, Chrono goes to work as only Chrono can. Alright, that's it. Next up, we have Magus. Okay, I'm sorry, I can't resist the temptation. I'm going to put in Magus to fight Magus. I can't resist. Okay, now one other thing I do want to do, which I haven't done yet, you may remember that I stole that prism dress during the fight with Zeal. So I'm going to put it on Ayla since she's in my main party. And then I also stole another prism helm, which, let's see, I'm probably going to go ahead and give to... Actually, it's a downgrade for Magus. Wow, never mind. Let's see, who could use the defense the most? Well, she's already got a prism helm, so I'll put it on Lucia. There we go. Okay. Alright, so now let's see if we can fight Magus with Magus. Hehehe. Alright, so we can hurt him with lightning magic now. And I guess I really should have put Frog into the party too, but oh well, it's a little late to go back now. Alright, now what is he changing to? Alright, I've got a recipe for that. Now, the good thing about having Magus in the party for this is he can do pretty much anything in regards to hitting with magic damage. So, whatever barrier that Magus Lavos shifts to, Magus, well, real Magus can hit him with that. Okay, alright, good. Now time for Ayla and Chrono to go to work. Now, the Dark Matter spell that Magus is going to get is the same dark magic spell that he has whenever we fight him in his castle. So if Lavos Magus gets to cast this in a moment, then you'll see kind of what I'm talking about. But I want to see that Magus gets it himself so that we can show it off. I may end up having to do sort of a picture-in-picture type video to do that, because I'm going to have to do the tech grinding off camera to be able to get Dark Matter, and thus be able to do that last rock tech. Alright, so now we get to go against, the Black Tyranno and Azala. Okay. Alright, now that I've beaten Magus with Magus, I'm going to toss Frog back into the party and reconstitute our usual force. Alright, now, of course, lightning is always good in this case, especially for Azala, who is pretty much invulnerable to anything unless you hit him that way. And then I will probably have Frog doing the usual, and then Ayla, well, pretty much being Ayla. Okay, well actually it might end up that Azala is only really privy to the magic attacks. It's been a bit since I fought him, so I've kind of forgotten. Yeah, there we go, okay. Just take him out with lightning, and I may end up, yeah, I'll just use Ayla to do a little bit of healing for now, while fake Azala drops rocks on me. Well, I remember when those things used to really hurt. That's been a while back now. I don't see it taking too terribly long for us to knock Azala out, and then once we have that down, then we can start thinking about getting the Black Tyranno taken care of as well. Now, I will, I don't know, I'll give Ayla a shot here, see if she can do anything really to hurt him, but I don't think she's going to be able to do a lot right now. Okay, good, there we go. And now we've just got to wait for a minute. Let's see, I'll try a lightning out here. Wait for a minute until the Black Tyranno takes away that. There we go. Okay, good. Now we can start hitting him with everything we've got. And Chrono would pick that moment to not crit, I guess. Now, there you go. Now you get him. Okay. Now we can go hog wild on the guy. And especially with Chrono being hasted as he is pretty much is an awfully deadly combination. Even with the countdown threatening to swallow us up here. Alright, come on, let's get him. Knock him out. Smack him dead. Crit him to death, because I know you want to. Alright, shouldn't be too much longer, especially the rate that he's going. Come on, come on. I want to save all my juice for the real fight. Okay, there we go. Lavos changes again, and this time he is Giga Gaia from up in Mount Woe. Now, I believe this is the last attack mode change until we get to Lavos himself. Let me go ahead and see about that. Okay, now, alright, yeah, we need to get those guys out of here as soon as we can. So I'm probably going to toss a Luminaire or two out just to get these guys down quickly. Especially since they're going to be spamming those attacks, silly rascals. Yeah. Okay. Alright, hello, Lumi. We hadn't used you in a little bit. Yes, we know, you heal. Big whoop. We've seen that before, and it's not really going to be that big of a deal. Especially since Chrono can pump out close to 2 grand in damage. There we go, that's one of them. This should be the other, I would think. Yep, okay. And just go hog wild on the big part, the big dog himself. Now, if I am correct in that this is the last transition or the last attack mode change before we get to Lavos himself, then just kind of open up on him. Because you can, one thing I haven't really been doing between fights is you notice that you can go into the menus. Of course, I have been doing so to change parties, but you can go in and heal and use whatever items you need to fix yourself up before you go into any of these fights. So if you're a little bit lower level, or you're finding yourself kind of down on your resources, then I would strongly suggest you do so. Okay, I was right. Now we have the big fight coming. Now we have Lavos himself to deal with. So let's go ahead and get ourselves ready, and let's go. Alright, it's vengeance time, dang it. Make you think beating us up, taking us down like you did in the Ocean Palace, killing Chrono, making us worry so dang much. Now this time, of course, this is Lavos himself. So if you've been holding back, don't hold back anymore. Give it all you've got. Do everything you can to just utterly rip him to shreds. Use your single text, use your double text, use any triple text that you may have. Just go for it. Because you notice he is weaker than he was in the Ocean Palace when he just utterly and completely blew us apart. But this is still the big guy himself. This is still Lavos, the villain that's been basically haunting this entire game for us. So don't hold anything back. Don't let anything stand in your way. Just get him. Now, you see some of the attacks that he's been doing, and wow, that was a little easier than I thought it'd be. Lavos down. Ayla number 1. Yeah, go Ayla. Will there never be an end? Ayla no give up. And apparently Lavos has a big giant hole. And now we drop down here, and Well, interesting, okay. This is creepy. It's worse than Magus's place. Boy, that's really saying something. Lavos smell! Stronger! Okay. Now, you notice at the bottom here, we have a save point, and we have a gate, which if you want to, if you're low on supplies, you can go back to the end of time and then make your way to any shops or what have you that you need to restock, resupply, and be able to come back here. And when you do come back here, all those previous battles will be gone. Lavos' head will be, well, gone, and you can come back in here in essence from the start. Now, I'm going to go ahead and save here. Granted, we haven't been filming terribly long, but what I want to do is go ahead and leave the final battle with Lavos to its own device, basically, to its own rights, so that we can go ahead and take care of everything, the whole kit and caboodle, all at once. So, on the next episode of Let's Play Chrono Trigger, well, it'll be the end. We'll beat Lavos once and for all and see what the end has in store for us. So, thank you guys for joining me, and I will see y'all later.